Maya, and today's mission is to show you my two go-to hairstyles, my perfect puff and my slick ponytail like this. If you have not watched my curly hair routine, go ahead and watch that. It'll be up in the little thingy over here. And remember to subscribe, and if you have not hit the notification bell, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I post another video. All right, so once the hair is wet, we are going to prep it to be, put up. All right, we are gonna need this Eco Styler gel. This is what gets my hair slick, girl. This is what works for me. But if you have any suggestions on what other gel you would recommend, let me know. I'm gonna take my gel. Take whatever comb you use. This is my Evolve brush or whatever. And then take your little brush. So here is the magic trick, and we're gonna use this shoelace. So take your shoelace and make sure it's even on both ends. And then take it, put your head down. And then, so once you got it even, just tie it in the front. Pull it through. All right, so it's gonna be on the bottom here, and I just kind of push it up. Take this, and you're just basically gonna. It definitely takes me more than one try, so we're just gonna do that again. Trying this again. All right, so once you get the puff that you desire, tie it and then wrap it around. Once you have it in the back, I take a bobby pin and secure it. I use about 2 bobby pins. Secure it on both ends so that the little ends of the shoelace aren't just like hanging out in the back of your hair, because no one needs to know that you just used a shoelace. So you want that perfect puff. So I'm going to, I like to yank it or whatever. You can use a pick to get that volume. Then I just pull little curls out. Then I just take some of that Eco Styler gel. Then you do some little finger coils. Gotta do some edges here. I mean, you do not have to do edges, but the way my head is shaped, I just feel like I gotta do something. I'm not the best at edges, but some days they look better, some days they look worse. I don't know what kind of day it's gonna be today, but we are going to see what happens. But for today, we're just gonna use this Maraise Edge Wax. We're gonna use this edge brush right here. It's basically like a toothbrush. You can use your toothbrush, this wooden brush, or some people use this, but this part of the brush is way too harsh on my edges because it's like, I don't know, it's just too much. Most of the time, I just use the other side of this because I like that. But we're gonna use this edge wax for today. And let's see what happens. Oh, please, Lord, help me. So the edges aren't bad. They aren't bad. We're gonna be okay with that. I'm okay with that. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of gel, a little bit of Eco Gel again. I guess I didn't slick it down enough. All right, so for the ponytail, you can do a middle part, a side part, whatever you want. I'm gonna do a little side part. Or at least try to, because well, you can't even do a side part. Okay, the main thing is to make sure that you have the top of the hair moisturized, because honey, you want it to be sleek. So once you got your side part, take a section of your hair in the back and separate it. I can't fit like all of my hair into just one thing. So you section out your hair. You're gonna have this side, and this middle part right here. So this middle section, I'm just gonna wrap this and then take these parts out of my face. So as I said before, this is not super neat. We have a section on the bottom, which is in the back, not neat at all, but just moisturize this piece and get it out of the way. Then I take my little brush and we're brushing it and detangle this part. And then I take gel. Get that out. It's just gonna be in the ponytail, so you don't need to have it, you know, completely neat. And then I just take a rubber band. You could use a regular ponytail. So you have this little thing in the back. And don't worry, we're gonna moisturize the ends when we get the rest of the slickness done. So take your sections, wet it. Ooh. Detangle it as best as you can. Just make sure that you wet the crown of your hair. Brush the hair. You see it's already getting slick. This brush really does a good job of detangling the hair. And then I'm just taking gel, my Eco Gel, and literally slapping it on there. Get the side portion. We're not done yet. Do the same thing to this side. Wet it. Take your gel. Take your gel. Slap it on there. All right, so we're taking this brush again, and I'm just kind of brushing it down onto my head. This side is just where you gotta have patience, because I like to bring it down like this so we can really get it slick. But you know, you gotta brush, you gotta brush, you gotta brush. Oh, my arms hurt. Okay, so this is the trick to getting it flat on your head. I use the end of this and bring it down like this. Swoop, swoop. Ow, it's tangling my earring. And then take your ponytail. If it's not to the desired slickness yet, that's okay, because we are still not done. So it takes a lot of arm strength. This is how I get my muscles in my arms. But while I'm holding that ponytail in, I'm just brushing the back to get it as sleek as possible. So you see these spaces, all these little spaces? Don't worry, we're gonna fix that. So that little back ponytail that we did might look a little bit dry, so I'm taking more gel. And you know we gotta take out the little curls. I'm taking this brush part and just boom. It's not perfect, but we're gonna take it. I'm gonna use the Got To Be Ultra Glued thing on my edges, just for like this part. And then boom. And then to just make sure that this stays slick, gonna tie the hair down. Ready? Boom. Then we're just gonna